Rook stopped the Anton, took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the Butcher's Anton.
Let's do business. Good luck with your contracts.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Anton from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Anton and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help that Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
We can't let the cruelty of others shape us.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
You saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Everyone loves Treviso. Doesn't mean you get to conquer it.
That explains why the streets crawl with undeserving cattle. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our... contact, and he's letting himself fall to the blight. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come, I wait among the drowned. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. You'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, find me, win this city. Is the power the gods give!
Butcher! Where is the ritual?
Got it covered.
But not like Treviso.
Say the word.
Final ritual, you say? Sure.
There's nothing left of him.
Ready. Now it's yours.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
Take your shot.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Ivenci.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Ivenci.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
How are the Antam holding up their end of the bargain, Governor? Not too well, from what I've seen. And now they're working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Ivenci is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Ivenci.
Many things bothered me about Ivenci, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Ivenci all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Ivenci will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Ivenci keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Ivenci left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Ivenci.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Ivenci confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Ivenci.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the Governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next. Has the death of the Butcher helped Jacobus at all?
I suspect you know the answer to that. Ivenci's exposure just moves his hate to another target. It could very easily be a path without end, but there's not much more I can do if that is the path it chooses.
Is it responsible to train someone as young as Jacobus?
It would be irresponsible not to train someone with his ability. And not simply to benefit the Crows. If he became something darker on his own, it would risk everyone's safety.
I keep the Crows well stocked. You're welcome to it. See you again.
I heard the Butcher was wearing a crow dagger and said he loved Treviso.
That's crazy. They're all crazy.
And Rook was there. And even she's a traitor too.
Everyone not a crow, they're all just crazy.
You had quite the stack of letters. Intrigues from home?
It's the Via della Morte. There's upkeep, repairs. I'm being asked if I should redecorate the main dining room. I'm not sure what to do. I make a mistake, both Katerina and Thea will kill me.
My entire Minratha's apartment could fit in your main dining room. If you're looking for help, you've got the wrong address.
To other shores.
Are the Wardens angry that you sent the Griffins to the Dalish?
They're not happy, but given why the Griffins almost went extinct, the Wardens didn't have a leg to stand on.
And the Dalish are happy?
So far, Griffins are natural protectors. They fit with the Dalish like they always belong there.
Huh.
What?
The Dalish clans lost you, but they got the Griffins.
I suppose they did.
Your hammer.
Valkari.
Until we find a suitable method of penance in the necropolis,
Huh.
you're to be confined under the eye of a watcher, lest you slip your bonds.
How magnanimous of you to volunteer.
A challenge for us both.
Did you get it?
Get what?
The gift basket as an apology for prying, you know, about you and Tosh.
What exactly was in the basket?
Oh, you know, things. I can't remember now that you ask.
Balara.
Well, oils, mostly. And chocolate.
I would have remembered an oil and chocolate basket.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Threads' reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
So you bleed the Venatori any way you can?
Life's short, isn't it, friends? Let's do what makes us happy. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I don't know when it started, but I think of it as home.
It's built to be inviting.
Which you still find suspicious.
You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
He didn't, did he? She's not someone you yell at.
I know, right? She'd do something, for sure.
So you and Spite are friends now? Can't say my money was on that one.
I would have lost that bet too.
If it lets you sleep at night. Unless this clears the way for new and different midnight brooding.
I wouldn't put it past me.
Well, find me at midnight and we'll test the theory.
You were gone yesterday.
Yes.
How
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you didn't kill Ilario, I mean.
We still hurt him. That humiliation in front of everyone, he'll never forgive that. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How is your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of dragon bone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Ilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
Is it strange that I'm enjoying being out with you and your imaginary friend?
It isn't exactly normal.
You try it.
I don't know what I thought it would be like. Getting out of the ossuary. Getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
Oh, Minrathous needs one of these. People feel at home here.
Nev, when we met, you didn't trust me.
It wasn't personal.
It was just good sense. I felt the same.
I knew it.
But I changed my mind.
Does this mean you trust me less, or you've fallen for my schemes?
Maybe I changed it too quickly.
Probably. But I changed mine, too.
A little to the left, next time.
So, Ivenci betrayed us. How are you doing with that?
I am not from here, but I'll be proud if the skills I help impart play a role in the contract. Betrayal is a shameful thing that first harms oneself. Ivenci will learn that, but not soon enough to help them.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Ivenci is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is... Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenci is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenci.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenci will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenci planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from the crows?
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenci is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenci from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenci's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Ivenci. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Ivenci's Kamek and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
Are you concerned about the Antam under Ivenci?
There will always be a danger, but the tide is turning. After this is all settled, any remaining Antam will provide an excellent training ground for us to ensure this never happens again.
You're almost perfect at work.
Almost means there's still a ways to go.
There's the garrison.
Nev.
Onto the garrison and the governor.
Right. Anyway...
Nev, tell the Shadow Dragons to consider any supplies they need already paid for, and I'll cut down what Benetori I can.
You don't have to.
It could have been Treviso. Consider this done.
We clear the garrison this time. Ivenci's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow a governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
On, Tom. Get ready. Thanks, Evanuris.
It's nothing.
Got company.
Save it for the rest of us, Rook. Save him.
Well, that's done.
Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Evenci's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antom.
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
on, Tom. Ivenci's throwing everything at us.
Targets ahead.
Take them down!
Just say when!
My job's done. Your turn. Ready when you are. Done.
Ready, Rook. On the job.
Now it's your turn. I'm good to go.
They're all yours.
Thanks, Evanuris.
Das ist so fast now!
Got on the job.
Your turn.
Just say when. There you go.
Okay, now for Ivenci.
I know you're there, Rook! I'm ready for you! Face the ruler Treviso deserves!
A strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait! Are these Antom real?
I see the comic is working.
Be ready.
Let's go again. Got it covered.
You're a fool to fight me!
Understood.
Now it's your turn. I'm ready. Let's go. That's got it.
Now's your chance.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up? I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you're not even one of them.
Rook fought you like a crow.
Antea, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Entente. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Ivenci doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
Considering your other options, I'd take it if I were you.
I'll be dragged to the streets, imprisoned. You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Ivenci. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
It's nice to get out of the lighthouse.
I've never met a mage who distrusts the Fade as much as you.
Source of magic, sure. But it's also made of tricks, dreams, and unanswered questions. It pays to be cautious.
A little to the left.
Are the other students like Jacobus?
The fledglings have different strengths. They will eventually become competent, confident crows. Jacobus will lead if he chooses, or fall to darkness if that is his choice. He will be the extreme of whichever choice he makes. That much is certain.
The Antam. You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
I know that look, and I approve.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Iago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
Rook the Essential. I could get used to that.
You just put down one out-of-control ego. Let's not create another.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Ivenci, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan crow.
I'm not here as a first official kill or something, am I?
Nothing in Air's lessons about that. You're here because I'm following your example. I only got this because you went out to face Ivenci, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans, people with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
Jacobus Igrativi. It's a glorious mouthful of a name.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you'd have made a damn fine crow. Remember that.
What are your plans now that the occupation's broken?
I have offered my services to the extended family gathering around Jacobus. His house is bound for great things, in no small part due to you.
Will you be joining in the celebrations?
No one really likes it when the teacher shows up. I will celebrate the skills I impart instead. I will also get drunk with several other heirs. It would be dangerous if we were observed.
There are still Antam in the streets.
As Viago has said, Treviso will be free, but there is work yet to do.
Thank you for saying my new name, Rook.
Thank you for asking. You'll do it proud.
I'll try. It's hard, but I'll always try. That's what I learned from you.
I imagine founding a new crow house must be rare and exciting.
I've already talked to some fledglings who had losses like me. And even some vets from the Diacutis house. With Noah's blessing, of course. I'd face 1,000 on Tom before I pissed her off.
There are still Antom in the streets.
That's true, but now we have the upper hand in much of the city. Viago says my house will play a big role in the future of Treviso. I hope Dareth would be proud. I think he would be.
All right, say we take down Algernon's archdemon.
Hold on. You're talking about winning? Aren't you more glass half empty?
It's hypothetical. But say we win. Last archdemon, isn't it? And a monster that big. Where'd he go after that?
Wherever Hassan takes us, let him lead for a while.
Rook, good to see you.
Any news?
Tosh, Harding keeps asking me what your favorite foods are.
Why is she asking you?
I think she wants to surprise you with something.
But you told me. It's not a surprise now.
I'm pretty sure whatever Harding makes will be surprising no matter what.
Need and knowledge.
Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It would have been magnificent. Navara, bowing to a leader who'd make use of its greatest works.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navarra City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin.